Thank you so much for volunteering with Family Promise. Volunteering is pretty easy, but there are a few things you should know. This short video will cover the basics you need to make families you're helping feel safe and comfortable. Since 1995, Family Promise Salt Lake has assisted over 800 families, and thanks to you, that number grows every year. While you may only volunteer for a few hours, you're part of a program that supports families for up to 2 years. Overall, just under 1,300 volunteers donate about 12,000 hours each year to help families in need. You're volunteering with one of 3 Family Promise programs, the program that houses families in church buildings. The other programs support over 9 families in housing and more than 20 families in aftercare. Through these programs, families receive shelter, intensive case management, and housing services to provide the stability they need to achieve lasting self-sustainability. In fact, as a combined result of these programs, more than 85% of our families we work with are still housed 2 years after completing our program.
We've had many wonderful experiences with families that have been in our program, and I think it makes me get choked up because you just see these families who were so desperate, and then they go through our program, and then they're just successful in their lives because we offer them, a way to learn to do that. And so I think it's really important. It's a really important program.
As a volunteer, you could be asked to clean and prepare rooms for guests, greet families when they arrive, bring in a home-cooked meal to eat with the guests, or stay at the church overnight and set up breakfast in the morning. Sometimes you'll have opportunities to talk to the guests or do activities with them, but at other times you may simply relax and read a book while staying in the building to assist our guests as they come and go. If you're volunteering during dinner, remember that we expect families to be on time for dinner, and the only reason for missing dinner is a pre-approved work schedule. After dinner, guests may leave to work on goals, but they need to be back in the building by 9 p.m. Don't be surprised if few families are there at certain times. We still appreciate your help in monitoring the building.
We've had a lot of volunteers that kind of afraid at first. You get that stigma, homeless, but once they begin to come in and work with the families and talk with them, they just, oh, this is a great program. I'm so thankful I came in. I want to help as much as I can. It goes from there and they continue, which we're very thankful.
The families you'll be helping have been through tough experiences. Please be considerate when you're interacting with them. Keep the following things in mind when you're talking with or about Family Promise guests. Use person-first language. For an example, if you're telling others about your experience, please refer to guests as families experiencing homelessness instead of homeless families. Our guests are unique, resilient, and valuable individuals who shouldn't be defined by their circumstances. Please do not ask our guests to tell you how they got into their current situation. It is okay to talk to them about it if they bring it up, but often families are asked to relive the same difficult experiences over and over by telling well-meaning volunteers how they ended up in their situation. Focus on the future. If you're asking guests about themselves, ask about what their hopes are, what their goals are, and what they're doing to achieve those goals. Remember, our guests like fun things too. Consider talking to them about lighthearted subjects like movies, sports, or hobbies.
Keep an open mind and a clear heart, and just have love, and those of you that have volunteered and have love, continue to love, continue to be who you are, and preparing those awesome meals. It's awesome to come in out of the street, especially when you've had a hard day and someone's already prepared meals for you. And all you have to do is wash up, sit down, have a meal. It's relaxing. So those of you that prepare meals, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those of you that stay with us, entertain us, and like I said, don't be afraid to volunteer. I had one young lady come in after I volunteered, and she had never done it before, and she was kind of confused. and she came in and watched me for about a half hour and just took over. She was wonderful. So I know if she can do it, anyone can do it.
This is the best experience of my life, to getting in my feet again. I just had to say thank you so much, because they make my life way different. Everyone's have my heart and my appreciation for everything they do for me. This more small thing for me was the big thing.
Thank you again for volunteering. Remember, by signing up to volunteer, you are agreeing to abide by the Family Promise Volunteer Code of Conduct that is posted in every building. Please read, understand, and abide by these principles to provide the best environment for our families and volunteers. We're sure the experience will be valuable for both you and our guests. But remember, you haven't finished volunteering until you've shared your experience with your friends and family. We need your help and continued support. And one of the best things you can do is tell others about Family Promise and the positive experiences you have as a volunteer, so they too can help families in need. You can also help by liking our Facebook page or making a donation through our website. Thanks again for your service. We couldn't do what we do without your amazing support.